Hey guys, my name's Matt, and I recently picked up this 25 horsepower Mercury Sea Pro. It's a 2007 model, and I put it on the 3.7 meter aluminium kitty, which we've had since the year 2000. Now, when we bought this boat, we bought it with a 6 horsepower Yamaha because us kids were too young to get the licenses at that point, and the 6 was sufficient when we were all quite small. But obviously, as you get older and bigger, it's not quite as ideal. So when I got this outboard, I thought it was awesome, it was great, everything was perfect with it. The biggest challenge was getting it started was actually really difficult. So I would give it from cold, 10 to 15 pulls of that cord to get it started, and literally just could not get it going. And it always eventually started, but it was always a bit of a hassle. So I did some Googling and found out this is actually a Daihatsu built Mercury, and there's a bit of a trick to getting it started, which I wanted to show you guys right now, because I can usually get it going from cold in 2 to 3 pulls. Yeah, even on the coldest days. So it's been a little bit of rain here, so that's probably a pretty good demonstration. But here's the process. So get it all set up. Unscrew that, get some air flowing into the fuel tank. Now, give it a couple of pumps. Usually 3 or 4 is good for me, like just enough to feel the fuel flowing in. There's a bit of pressure there, so that's good. Now, here's the process. This is where it gets tricky. With the Yamaha, we used to just pull out the choke and pull once or twice and it would get going. Even when it was 10 years old, it would still start first, second pull. This one didn't do that. So here's the process that I found works. Rotate tiller so that your markings line up there. Pretty close. Now, I'm going to pull the choke out, okay, and I'm not going to push it back in, I'm going to leave it out. Now this is the trick, this seems very counterproductive. The engine's in neutral. I'm actually going to remove the lanyard, the key. Okay, now we know it's not going to start, but I'm going to pull it anyway. So I'm going to pull there, let's get one pull. So one quite hard pull. Now, obviously it didn't start. The theory is that's actually going to pump some fuel through the engine. I don't know why it works, but it works. So I'm going to push that back in now. Push the choke in. I'm going to make sure my tiller's lined up. With any luck on 1 or 2 pulls. Whoop, almost. Smoke there. That'll clear up in a second. Just that idle. I'll walk away so you can hear me, but basically, there you go, that was 2 pulls this time. Sometimes it'll go on so obviously that first pull you don't expect it to start, but on the second pull or third pull I can usually get it going, which is pretty good. Once it's started, it'll start all day without doing any choke, any tricks. But yeah, I don't know why it works, but it definitely works, and when I've learnt that, it's made me feel a little bit better. When I'm sitting there and there's a bit of an audience watching, it's much nicer to get it started on the first or second than wait around for the third or fourth. As you see, there was a little bit of smoke there, but that's all cleared up now. Great engine apart from that. I'll post a few other videos of the outboard running and some of the adventures we have in the tinny, but all in all, I'm really happy with it. So it's been Matt. That's the Mercury 25 horsepower Sea Pro 2007 model startup procedure. Thanks very much, and I'll talk to you guys soon.